Let's get started on day 5's card. I am taking this adorable Brentwood Owl digital stamp, and I'm going to be coloring him for you today and making a card out of him. I'm on the JessicaLynnOriginal.com design team, so JLo Stamps, and this is one of the stamps that I was given to work with as a design team member. She's just making some more right now, so they'll be available very soon, and they're really, really cool stamps. And I got the digital version, so I just printed a whole bunch out on a page so I can create a lot of different cards with them. But if you order the actual stamp, then you'll get the actual stamp of him. So I love Brentwood Owl. I think he's just a doll, or she. This one has the longer eyelashes, so I'm never quite sure. So I'm just going to start off with E55, and I'm going to speed this up for you, and I'll put the cap here so you know which color I'm using. Alright, so I finished coloring Brentwood, and he is looking fabulous. As you can see, I didn't put a lot of shading on the red. For whatever, I don't own a lot of Copics, so I own one other red color, but even though they're close together in number, I find that they don't work well together. One's more of a coral red, and one's more of this type of, I don't know, like a Christmas red, I guess you could say. And so I just ended up going back and adding a little bit more of the same color, so it gathers up some shading still by doing that. So it's always an option when you're coloring with Copic markers. Just go back with the same marker and it works too. Alright, now that I have Brentwood here, I'm pretty sure these are snowballs and I thought they were trees. No big deal, they're going to be trees right now. I think I thought they were trees in my last card with him too. I have here a liquid applique, and I really like using this stuff for snow. I think it's super fun. So I'm just going to show you. All I do is I just put on a thin layer of it. I'm just going to put some under his feet, kind of on his feet too, because really if you're standing in the snow, you're not just standing on top of the snow. I'm going to cover these sort of tree snowball things that I decided to do. And I'm going to do, to the best of my ability, these little furry ball thingies on his snowsuit, because I think they're super cool. And then I'm going to just plop some dots on here like snow. Okay. And see how this turns out. So I'm going to need my craft gun, and I'm going to leave it on. I know craft guns, I try not to put them too much in my videos because they're kind of annoying to watch, but I want you to see the difference that it makes, okay? So okay, so you should be able to see that now it's actually hard and it's a snow look. I think the liquid applique is so much fun to play with, especially for Christmas cards, and I haven't done this technique in so long. Alright, so let's get started building our actual card. Alright, so I haven't quite decided what I'm going to use for Brentwood just yet. I'm going to create a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 top folding card out of crystal blue cardstock from Close to My Heart. Alright, so I have my card base that I cut out here, and we're going to start sort of assembling our background for Brentwood Owl. Alright, so I took some of this Snow Haven paper, from Close to My Heart, and I have a Glacier ink here, which is the same color as the card base. And I'm just going to distress the edges. It's gonna help, if you look here, it's kind of blah when it combines with the edges. And here it just looks like it sort of flows a little bit better. I love inking my edges. I think it really makes a big difference on a lot of projects. Unless I'm doing something like white on white or a really, really clean card, then that's when I would avoid it, but. All right, so we have this funky background. I'm just gonna see kind of what it would look like this way before I glue everything down. This is thinking something like that, which is also cute. I just find it a little busy. Yeah, I think that's definitely the way to go. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing to Brentwood as I did with the distressing on the edges of the background paper. Is I'm just going to, not as heavy as before, just so it has a bit of a darker outline. And I'm just using a regular makeup sponge, nothing special. Okay. I'm going to place him on this background paper, and as you can see on the back of him, I had some pattern paper that when I checked it out, I glued him down. I was so sure I liked it, and then I hated it, so that's why that's on there. Actually, I was also thinking of placing him kind of on an angle, like so. I think that's going to look fun. And I have that really puffed up look for texture in the snow, which I really like as well. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm just going to pop them up or if I'm going to add another layer to the back of it. I'm just going to take this black piece just to kind of see how that would look. And if it makes them pop. Because I think by doing that and then adding the sentiment, then this charcoal black color is tied in somehow to the card. Because I kind of had it without, and then you see how it doesn't really blend with anything. It kind of looks like it's not supposed to be there. So I actually do like that look. So I'm gonna put that down. And this is why I don't glue right away. I always like to experiment, see what I like and see how it works out. And I still might add a little bit of embellishment to the card. And I like it because for whatever reason, I always find that Brentwood is so cute that I don't want to take any attention away from him by adding a sentiment. I have this issue. And so I kind of like how it's just subtle and on the paper. And that comes also with the Snow Haven paper pack that I was just using. On top of all of the paper packs, there's a little strip of patterned paper that you can use as like kind of a border or anything that you might want to use it for. I'm going to stick Brentwood down with these pop dots. There we go. So I'm going to place Brentwood so that he has an even border around the black. Ooh, I really like the way this turned out. Good. I was kind of filming a bunch of different videos today and I was hating everything, so I'm really excited that I came up with something I liked. Okay, and now I have to decide whether I'm going to add any embellishments. So I'm just going to grab a couple of my Christmas embellishments and see if I like anything. Okay, I found a couple of things that might work. I found a Copic marker that was really similar to my background paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color a couple of sequins and see if I end up liking the way that those look. And that's what I love about alcohol markers. They're so versatile and they stick to a lot of different types of things, like these shiny sequins, which are plastic, which would never be able to work from a normal marker. All right. So I have those that I could possibly use, which turned out really great. I also thought maybe some silver shimmer trim or some gray ribbon might work. And I brought these because these are kind of my go-to, if I can't find anything that looks good, those always look good kind of thing. So let's see. And I'm just taking you along on my thought process. What is happening? Well, how do I think? No. This is brand new, and this is diagonal striped ribbon from Close to My Heart, and this is in slate gray. Let's see how that works on there. And something like that on both sides. Not sure. I think those sequins are gonna look really cute, and quite possibly one of these sort of blingy dots coming out from the side. Oh, my go-to embellishment doesn't work. I think I'm just gonna stick with the sequins, and I'm not 100% sure where I'm gonna put them, if I'm gonna put them where he is. Okay, I like the way that that looks, and it, you know what, it matches close enough. It's not a perfect match, but I don't think it's anything noticeable where you're like, oh god, that clashes. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to 2 since these things are sticking like nobody's business. All right, so I hope you enjoyed today's card and that you followed me along through my chaos. Please click the thumbs up button below and the subscribe button. Go over and head over to day 2 of my cards. You can just click on my channel below on my name. You'll get to day 2. There's a giveaway there, so don't forget to enter it. I am going to announce all the winners of the giveaways at the end of the 12 days of Christmas. And just make sure you get your name in there so you might win some free cards or some free product. All right, thank you so much for watching, and take care.